Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to News 2. My name is Bill Kupferberg, and tonight we have a very special report for you. Joining us live from our studio in New York City is Chris Morris, a rising junior at Mamaroneck High School. Chris, are you there?
Hey, good evening, Bill. How you doing?
Hey, Chris, hey, how you doing there, buddy? Chris, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, thanks. Very well. Just happy to be here. It's awesome here.
Oh, that's great to hear. I'm doing great, thank you, Chris. I'm doing great. Let's see, we got a few questions here on the list for you. Let's see. All right, let's start here. Now, Chris, everyone's wondering, how did you get started out in theater?
That's actually a funny story. I used to go to this place called Block Island in Rhode Island with my family during the summers, and there was this old movie theater there, and this older lady, she was probably in her 60s, she did this program called Fairy Tale Theater, and every Saturday, all the kids vacationing, 5, 10, that range, they would actually go to the theater, and this lady would put on Aladdin, Peter Pan, all these different shows, and that's actually what I grew up doing for a few years, actually, and yeah, I had a few debut roles there. Aladdin I played Peter Pan once, and yeah, it was just awesome time. I just loved being on stage, and that turned into something else as I went to middle school, and then I started doing other musicals, and I guess the passion grew, I guess you would say.
Fascinating answer. So what do we have next on the list here? Chris, what do you plan on doing in the future with your acting training? How do I plan on making use of my theater training in the future? Well, I guess the most basic way to answer that question would just be to say that I'd really like to establish a solid foundation of acting skills that I could maybe use to start a career of acting, obviously, whether that be in film, plays, commercials, anything like that. That would just be to be able to get obtain enough skill, I guess you would say, and experience, so that I could do that for a living. So it technically wouldn't even be work. It would just be me doing what I love to do every day. And that would just be a dream come true to me. Well, that is interessante, Chris. Let's see what else we got on the list for you tonight. Get a little water. Thanks. Chris, we actually have one more question for you. It's a user-submitted question from Karen in North Carolina. Sure, Bill, go for it. She wants to know, and I quote, Chris, what do you do in your free time, apart from the performing arts and acting? What do I like to do outside of the performing arts? Well, let's see. I love to play ice hockey, actually. I play ice hockey for my school team, and that's been great. I'm a goalie. So yeah, I know a lot of people are like, whoa, puck's flying at you, I know. But no, that's awesome. I also love to sail, which not a lot of people know about me. I sail lasers, they're called. They're bigger boats. That's a lot of fun. I love being out on the water. I play baseball. I'm really into just like building things, I guess you would say. Like, I tried to build a go-kart once. Didn't go too well, but fun experience. Snowboarding, love it. Go out to Colorado every year whenever I can. I like to read a lot, play guitar. That's kind of related to performing arts, but just things, outdoor things, average kid things, average high school stuff. That's all the time we have for tonight, folks. Chris, thank you very much for coming down tonight. You were a pleasure. Very interesting, very insightful answers, and we thank you for that. Oh, no, thank you, Bill. It's been a pleasure. Real pleasure. Thank you so much. And, yes, my producer's telling me that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks again, folks, and you have a good night. You have a good night, Bill. Remember, News 2. My name is Bill Kupferberg, signing out.